Continue our commitment to keep you informed. During Decision 2024, we are inviting every candidate for federal office into the 12 News studios. And today we're featuring Congressional District 8, and that covers much of the Northwest Valley, including parts of Peoria, Glendale, Surprise, and Anthem. It's an open seat right now. Incumbent Debbie Lesko is stepping down to run for county office. So 2 weeks ago, we talked to the Democrat in this race, Greg Whitten. That interview is on our YouTube channel if you'd like to watch it. But today we are joined by the Republican candidate, Abe Hamadeh. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Troy.
Tell me about your background. You've lived in that district for quite a while.
That's right. I grew up in that district. It was my family's first American dream home. I'm a product of immigrants. My family moved to Arizona. We didn't have much money. We used to be on food stamps, believe it or not. And that was we lived in Peoria and 67th Avenue in Happy Valley. Back then, it was affordable to buy a house. This is about 20 years ago. I went to school up there. My family had a small business on 35th Avenue in Thunderbird, so it feels good to be representing the West Valley, especially with all this economic development happening up there. It's going to be a good place to go to Washington, D.C. to fight for the American people who have felt like they've been left behind, truly, Troy. Where we're seeing our country right now, it's not in a good spot. And that's why I was a former prosecutor at the county attorney's office. I'm also a former Army Reserve captain and intelligence officer who served 14 months overseas in Saudi Arabia. So there's a lot of changes to the district with all these foreign companies coming into the district. So I want to make sure we have be able to protect our national security interests, and that's what concerns me with this wide open border.
Yeah, a lot of the tech is really running up in that area. It's going to be exploding, I think. All right, you brought up housing. You said your parents could afford a house. I mean, a lot of young people today are saying, I don't know how I'm going to ever afford a house. What can the federal government do, and you as a congressman, to keep the housing more affordable?
Well, honestly, we have to open up a lot more federal land, what President Trump has been advocating for. Arizona, the western states have so much federal land that are just being sit on. So
who would get that? Developers?
Well, I think we have to put a bidding process in place. But right now, there's a lack of supply for housing. It's a big deal. But if you look at why are the prices increasing so rapidly? Since the COVID pandemic, you're seeing housing just skyrocket, especially in my district. And there's so many foreign companies coming in, so there's a new population growth, but the demand isn't being met. So right now, government needs to get out of the way. Inflation is through the roof, and the reason why is because the economy is not doing as well as what people think it is. I mean, the stock market may be doing well for people who are investing in that, but for the blue-collar folks, they want to be able to afford the American dream home that they're promised.
So what can you do as a congressman to help that?
Well, I think we have to open up our energy sector. I think that's the biggest deal. What Kamala Harris and Joe Biden did is by, revoking Keystone Pipeline, going back with so many regulatory actions. We have to make sure that we have to be an energy dominant country. I served overseas in Saudi Arabia with the U.S. Army. I see that they produce a lot of oil that we import now. Under President Trump, we were energy independent. We have to go back to that because that's the biggest factor of our economy. And once you have energy, it goes into all sorts of other industries as well. So right now, I think the economy is hurting because of the policies that Joe Biden has put on us, and inflation is through the roof.
So you're saying bring the gas prices down or the energy prices down to help everything else. About a minute left here. So I want to talk, if I can, about the border. You've made that a big priority as well. There was a Senate bill that was in, a bipartisan bill. It got voted down. If you saw that bill, what would you do with it?
Well, I think we all can agree that hopefully we can all agree that we need to solve our border problem. It's a national security crisis. But I would have voted no on that bill because I don't think it went far enough. Allowing 5,000 illegals every day to come in is not a solution. We have to go back.
Would you say zero?
I think that's where we have to start at. I mean, as a security person, national security person, I worked on bases. We should know who's coming into our country, and we should vet them. And the ones who want to come here legally should be afforded that opportunity. But instead, we're giving illegals free housing, health care, and money while treating Americans as second-class citizens. That's unacceptable to me.
Abe Hamadeh, thank you very much. Good luck to you going forward. Appreciate you coming in today.